Greetings. This is Ravana Noon. I have not done a class in quite a long time. So, what I intend to do is to go over some brief information. Many of you have heard me on our talk show, Awakening Universal Minds, which is on TalkShoe.com every Thursday from 9 p.m. to usually about 11:30. We address many different topics, from the occult, metaphysics, different spiritual paths and things of that nature. But our main focus on that show is to bring to the attention of the listener and others that the main focus should be to create your own spiritual path. Create what is necessary for you. We live in a world where we have thousands and thousands and thousands of different religions, spiritual traditions, mystical traditions, secret societies, you name it. There's a plethora of choices and information out there for us. But very few actually take the time to create their own path. And one of the major reasons why is because we have been socialized or put under a heavy level of mind control by society. Whether it's the initial stages through our parents, through school, through the media, whatever the case may be, many of us have been taught or shown this is what we're supposed to do and this is how we're supposed to do it. But unfortunately, most of us never break free from that control mechanism that was placed there since our childhood. And this creates a situation where you never truly reach your potential, your higher self. Your whole goal on this planet can be to master self, to reach the level where you can master who you really are. Not just have historical information, such as many people will say, oh, I'm from ancient Kemet, our ancestors did this. Yes, our ancestors did do that. But what are you doing today? Because if you come to me and you say, well, Asar represents this, and this is what Asar is all about, I will look at you and say, well, can you embody that same spirit and that same energy as Asar? Can you do the magical work Asar did, the mystical alchemical work that Asar did? Because if you can't, then you're just quoting to me history and using that as a basis to create an alter ego of yourself instead of doing the work of mastering yourself, going within and addressing the pain, the trauma, the wounds, and create a healing that can help you actually clear the passage to tap into your higher self, to be guided by your higher self. And then when you have that direct communication with your higher self, there is nothing that you will need outside of yourself for your spiritual growth. What do I mean by that? When you tap into your higher self, you start to become more intuitive. You start to see things before they happen. You start to hear things before they happen. You start to smell things. You start to, on a whole nother level, things start to happen. And you will receive messages what to do, where to go, and what is necessary for your growth. Right now, I would say that the new paradigm on this planet is not a group mob mentality paradigm. The paradigm is an individual paradigm where you must master self, you must connect with the higher self and operate from the level of the higher self governing your life, not your conscious or your lower self, but your higher self that is independent of these physical realities, although your higher self operates in a physical reality because you need these experiences for growth. When you're able to reach that point, there will be nothing and no one that could ever take you off your path again, and you will find what level of knowledge and information you need for your growth. That could be chakra work, that could be shamanic work, that could be magical work, that could be meditation, that could be a hodgepodge of all which is necessary from all the things you've studied and learned from. Take it, put it together for your growth. There is no right or wrong for your growth. There is your growth. And if somebody tells you you're wrong, they are in the wrong, because you are the only one knows what you need for your life. You are the only one that knows what is necessary for your growth. However, I will tell you this. Right now, you should observe, you should experience, which will lead you to grow. Obtain as many experiences as possible, because your higher self needs those experiences in your incarnation so that you can spiral out of this third density vibration into the fourth, fifth, and beyond those vibrational densities. Not talking about dimensions, this is something else, densities. And you can spiral to higher densities and obtain more experiences so that you can become that complete entity or higher self that is necessary for you. There is no God outside of you. You can get upset, get mad, and say, Ravana Noon, you're incorrect. But I will tell you simply, God is a construct of the human mind, the collective consciousness, who came together and created a fictitious character and gave it a personality type, gave it a point of reference, meaning heaven, a location. Based upon human limited perception, this is why their God, Allah, Yahweh, or any other gods, goddesses always have personalities that are resembling human nature. And as collective consciousness, we created this God and fed it our energy, fed it our fears, our doubts, our worries, our love, our this, and this is nothing more than astral energy form that has no power over you. You are the creator over that God, that Allah, that Yahweh, that Jehovah. And if you want to say, well, things have happened when I prayed to God and miracles happened, that's because your higher self, your real self, created those situations, protected you from adverse situations, and guided you to greater situations, because your higher self is all that was and ever will be. So, continue your path of self-mastery, because without self-mastery, you can easily be controlled, you can easily fall back under servitude, or slavery. I always share with people that right now on this planet, there's only two positions on this planet. You either are a master, or you are a servant or slave. Servant or slaves serve, and in slavery, follow blindly. They listen blindly, and they act blindly. Whereas masters observe, witness, and create their life and situations. So you have the potential to be that master. But in order to do that, you have to take off the mask, the blinders, and see life for what it really is. Right now in life is based upon polarities, dualities. But do they exist? No, they don't. According to the laws of Tahuti, they're all just vibrational frequencies of varying degrees of the same thing. Because that is the case, we in our limited perception create the distinct polarities and differences, but in reality there isn't. They're all the same thing, and it's how you view it. So when you understand that, you understand that these dark-siders, these light-siders, are all extremes of the same polarity. And as you master yourself, you learn to work with the best of the dark side, the best of the light side, to create your balance for your higher self and your existence on this planet, to observe, experience, and grow. Without those three things, you are wasting your time on this planet, and you're a lower vibrational incarnation who most likely will repeat this third density vibrational experience again and again and again. When you tap to your higher self, you tap into your simultaneous incarnations that are occurring simultaneously at different density, vibrational densities, and you can tap into the sum total of all that knowledge and awareness to guide you in this present existence in this density of vibrations. So once we continue to awaken to our true self, our higher self, then and only then will the complete answers you're seeking come to you. There is no master teacher who has the answer for you. You may need one when you first begin your journey, but in the end you will always find out not one of them has the complete answers for you. And if anyone tries to tell you they have the answers for your problems, run like hell. Why? No one has the answers for you. So this is a short little video, and I will do more in the future. Once again, it's Ravana Noon. Peace.